Video opens with a wide shot of a deserted city street at night. A single bus pulls up to a stop. The lighting is moody, with long shadows cast by the streetlights. Scene start. Int. Bus. Night. Leo, a young man in his early 20s, steps onto the last bus of the night. The pneumatic hiss of the closing doors echoes in the profound silence. He glances around, a flicker of surprise on his face. The bus is empty, a long, hollow shell under the dim, buzzing fluorescent lights. As the vehicle lurches forward, pulling away from the lonely curb, an unusual quiet settles over him. The usual city hum seems distant, muffled, as if the bus is moving through a world separate from the one he just left. He chooses a seat halfway down, the worn vinyl cool against his skin, and stares out at the rain-slicked streets sliding by. The city, usually a vibrant tapestry of light and sound, is now a series of dark, deserted storefronts and empty sidewalks, creating a sense of isolation that feels both peaceful and deeply unsettling. The journey continues through the sleeping city, a labyrinth of darkened avenues and shadowy alleys. A sudden sharp ding slices through the quiet. The stop requested light flashes above a vacant seat near the back. Leo's head snaps up, his eyes scanning the empty rows. No one is there. He dismisses it as a glitch, a faulty wire in an old machine. But then a pocket of intense cold washes over him, raising goosebumps on his arms despite the stuffy air inside the bus. It's a fleeting sensation, like walking through an invisible curtain of ice. Faintly, on the edge of his hearing, he catches what sounds like whispers, a soft, sibilant murmur that seems to come from all directions at once, yet from nowhere at all. He shakes his head, trying to clear it, but the unnerving feeling of being watched intensifies, a prickling sensation on the back of his neck that refuses to go away. A growing dread coils in Leo's stomach. He forces himself to look at the window, not at the passing scenery, but at the dark, reflective surface of the glass itself. His own face stares back, pale and wide-eyed, but behind his reflection something else takes shape. Faint, translucent figures are seated in the rows he knows are empty. Men, women, and children, their forms shimmering like heat haze, sit silently, their gazes fixed forward. They don't move or speak, just exist in the periphery of his vision. With a trembling hand, Leo stands and stumbles toward the front of the bus. He approaches the driver, a grim-faced man whose eyes remain glued to the road. Did you hear that bell? Do you feel how cold it is?" Leo's voice is barely a whisper. The driver doesn't turn. His voice is low and gravelly, unnervingly calm. "They're just heading home," he says, his gaze never wavering. "Same as you." The bus slows for Leo's stop, the brakes groaning in the night. He doesn't wait for it to come to a complete halt. The moment the doors sigh open, he scrambles out, stumbling onto the damp pavement, gasping for the cool night air. He turns back, his heart pounding against his ribs, just as the bus begins to pull away. Through the windows, he sees them one last time. The silent, ghostly passengers, their spectral faces turned toward him as if in a final, quiet farewell. Then, as the bus rounds a corner, the figures dissolve, and the vehicle disappears into the darkness, leaving Leo alone on the silent street, the whispers of the night ride echoing in his mind. Scene end.